My beloved, mine eyes are truly being open. You see, because we are all in the renewal of our mind. But you are showing me that you have an affinity with evil. That's what you are showing me. You see, I know who you are. I know your potential. I know from whence we have fallen. But you're trying to convince me, and frankly, you're doing an outstanding job, that you are one with evil. Yes, you are. You see, because there is no fellowship between light and dark. But I see that somehow with you, there is. You see, because you love evil. You have sympathy and affinity with the devil. You see, God will not and cannot usurp authority over your will. Now, maybe you don't believe what I'm saying to you. Now, many of you have been conditioned and affected by Christianity. And I want you to read the 5th chapter of St. Mark. Read the entire chapter. And I want you to understand that Jesus always healed by the will of the recipient. In other words, they desired and wanted to be healed and delivered. And then I want you to read the 6th chapter of the book of Mark. And I want you to see where Jesus could not heal, where there was no consensus of belief. The 6th chapter tells you that he went into his own people. And all he could do was heal a few sick folk. Because the majority of the people did not believe, did not receive his ministry. And therefore he was limited. I'm talking about the one known as Jesus, whom many of you view as your Savior. He couldn't do many miracles at home because of the unbelief of the people. In other words, they were happy with their present state. They needed no deliverance. And so I'm looking at the affliction of our people, not just here in America, my beloved, but all over the globe. And I'm looking at how systematically we are oppressed, exploited, murdered, killed all over the globe for sport. Do you know what you're dealing with? You're dealing with a creature that lies, kills, cheats, and destroys for sport. He will literally have an orgasm at your death. He gets so excited over the shedding of innocent blood. But you have shown me that you have affinity with this beast of a man. And I dare not even refer to him as a man, but a beast. You see, whatsoever you bind on earth is bound in heaven. And whatsoever you loose on earth is loosed in heaven. God will not usurp authority over your will. Yes, God will fight your battle, but you have to will it. Now, if you don't will it, my beloved, then you saying to God that you need no help. You're virtually tying the hands of God. And you saying that you are pleased with your condition. That's what you're telling God. And so you've been brainwashed to think that you can love your enemy in the salvation. Does not the Bible tell you that if you have an insolent child, to chastise that child? And if he does not respond, take him to the elder. And if he refuses the elders, which represent the counsel of God, then you take him to the wall. Now, this is your own child. This is your own seed. You take him to the wall and stone. But here you have a beast in whose land you are captive. Yes, you are. All the day long, every day, you are counted as sheep for the slaughter all over the globe. But yet you have affinity. Yet you have sympathy and love for this devil. You refuse to do and to execute the judgment of God against this beast. But you will crucify your own brother in a heartbeat. You will kill and murder your own brother in a heartbeat over some pet. But this beast of a man has denied you even human rights, civil rights. Just common courtesy. You are being denied all over the globe. And you suffer this creature, this animal, to live. And you beseech not the Almighty to remove this beast from the earth, which belongs unto the Lord and the children of God, which is you. I'm absolutely My mind is absolutely blown. You don't believe in God. You couldn't possibly believe in God. Now, how much more do you need to suffer before you wake up and realize what you're dealing with? Now, I know some of you are looking at me like you pronounce curses upon our own people. Does not the Bible say that judgment begins in the house of the Lord, among the children called by his name? Does not your scripture say that? Furthermore, I was obeying God as I am now. Now, how much iniquity must we endure before you realize what you are dealing with? Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. This beast knows how to mimic man. Yes, he does. He knows how to mimic spirituality, how to mimic righteousness. You know the truth concerning him. Why is it that you refuse to believe it? We're approaching 7,000 years of dealing with this animal. And you still trying to love him? I'm absolutely afraid of you. And at this point, I want to know who's really ill, who's really sick, us or them. It appears to me that the sickness is us. Again, God will not usurp authority over your will. You know why Jesus was manifested in the flesh? For those of you who believe in Jesus, it was the will of the people. It was the will of the masses of people for a deliverer, for a Messiah. There's no deliverance because you don't truly desire it. Who's sick?